Doma Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now let's talk welterweight, guys. Let's talk welterweight legend, or, multi-weight guy. And that's Manny Pacquiao, right? 8th division champion, right? Manny Pacquiao. Let's talk a welterweight champion and the only guy in boxing that's undisputed with, well, two guys now. Undisputed Terence Crawford, and you got undisputed Alexander Usyk. We're going to mention them both, and no matter what we talk about. You're going to mention Usyk because he did that, and so did Terence Crawford. Excuse me. Well, Terence Crawford has came out lately, and I know he's going to probably irk people with this, and that's going to bother me. But all he said, right, he said this: Manny Pacquiao is not a champion in my eyes, right? And I'm predicting backlash from that. Why? Because I know Pacquiao fans can be very, very hardcore. And hardcore, I'm being nice about what I mean by hardcore. I don't think, like I told you before, similar to Anthony Joshua fans or any other fans, you don't follow anybody unconditionally. Nobody. Or anything unconditionally. My love particularly is definitely conditional, right? No matter what, especially in sports. But he says that Manny Pacquiao is not a champion in his eyes. And his reasoning is the same thing someone would tell me that now, especially if we're talking currently. I definitely know that he's not talking about Pacquiao's career or if he's a champion from the boxing in general. Of course, Pacquiao is one of the major champions, is a legend, right? But right now, Pacquiao holds the WBA regular title, which means he's not a champion. And therein lies the problem, what I've been talking about. You can't have these regular champions because, like this article I'm going to put in the description box, states, the casual fan thinks he's the champion, right? That's why they keep making it. They think he's the champion. He's not one. The champion with the WBA champ is Keith Thurman. When you have the regular, you're not. But they give that, right, so they can get sanctioning fees and this kind of confusion. Now, people are going to jump on Terence Crawford like he said something that's not true. Or some kind of way, all of a sudden, he's hating on Pacquiao, or something like that. That's why people will judge this. Instead of saying, yeah, why do we have we have 4 sanctioning bodies that matter right now. And they're being followed up by 2 other ones that are coming through the back door, which I keep warning you guys of, the IBO and the IBA. That's going to give us 6. This regular, right? Well, you already have a champion in the WBA. What do you have a regular for? And then we don't even have to talk about interim and all that other stuff. The regular champion is not the best. And to show you, in heavyweight, the regular champion, WBA regular champion is Manuel Char before he got doped. Before him was Ruslan Chakaev, right? Lucas Brown. Those were the champions. Are those the best? Are those the guys you talk about when you talk heavyweight? Super middleweight was Tyrone Soiga, right? Now it's Fielding, right? Rocky Fielding. Tyrone Soiga was before that. Before that, Dave Carolus, right? It's similar to, like I told you, like Chris Eubank Jr. had the IBO belt in the super middleweight division. All these people with these extra belts, you guys keep creating them, and then when somebody just says, I'm staying with the 4 that is significant, he will probably get backlash, right? The article goes on to say that the guy is not, he's not even really significant, a real champion in the 147-pound division, forgetting that he just got there, and then stated that if he keeps fighting the Benavides of the world and the Jeff Horns, he can win for years, right? But then state that right before that, Manny Pacquiao made a mistake by going to Australia to fight Jeff Horn. But if Jeff Horn is so easy, like you're saying when you're referring to Terence Crawford, that Jeff Horn is easy, then it wouldn't have mattered if the legend went to Australia or not. And there should have been some separation. Wasn't there separation between Terence Crawford and Jeff Horn? There wasn't any between him and Pacquiao. I had him beating Pacquiao, and a whole lot of other people did too, right? So these are the kind of things that are going on. You got to be really, really careful about it when you're going forward. And I think the Pacquiao fans, don't get upset. Just realize that your boy right now has the regular belt. And you don't want to push up on Terence Crawford. This is the best fighter in boxing. It's #1 pound for pound. And to be honest, And I'm going to be honest. If you see his name not #1 pound for pound, they're lying to you. And they probably have some kind of agenda. Terence Crawford isn't. It's not Lomachenko, for example. And are you guys still talking about what's my boy here, Gennady Golovkin? Is he still #1 for you after his last 3 or 4 fights? So it's Terence Crawford, right? And like I said before about Lomachenko, he has to be behind Mikey Garcia anyway, no matter what. So there you have it. But let's start getting these people to being wrong and right and wrong. That's what it should just boil down to. Being right or wrong. All these parties, I'm noticing, in politics, the Republicans and the Democrats and conservatives and all these names you give them, instead of just say, hey man, this is right and this is wrong. And you're seeing people that are wrong for a long time feel entitled. They're going to do things, man, and they get upset. I keep mentioning it. But I noticed about this, I'm pretty sure that when I read that, I was like, oh man, Terence Crawford saying that, right? These sanctioning bodies are getting away with giving you, the consumer, 5 or 6 champions. In the heavyweight division, we have about 8. Really, 8. I could probably break it down to about 8 champions. We had 4. That's enough, right? A regular does not count. So don't get mad at someone who knows that that's not right. And Pacquiao is a regular champion, which means he's right in line with the other ones I just mentioned, the Manuel Chars of the world, Tyrone Soegas and Rocky Fieldings of the world. Those are the regular champions. Those are not the champions. And if we're going to have to break it down, let's agree on this. We care about the WBC, which is the baddest one, the most prestigious, WBA, IBF, and then WBO. Those 4. Everything outside of that, if it's the WBA regular or interim, that would give us 6. Or if it's the IBO or the IBA, that gives us 8. In one weight division. And how many weight divisions do we have? 1,000. So just count how many champions. I told you guys before. If you say, hey, champion, stand up. And you in an auditorium full of people. Everybody going to stand up except you. There are way too many champions. Right? So let's just not call them all a champion. And right now, Manny Pacquiao is not a legitimate champion at welterweight. Is Manny Pacquiao a legend? Of course he is. Is he 8-time champion? Of course he is. Even though there's some catchweight stuff in there that I don't like. Right? I don't believe in all that either. If it's a catchweight, then it's not for that title. It's for, prestige. So, 4 champions per weight division. Can we agree on that? And yes, I agree with Terence Crawford. Manny Pacquiao is not a champion right now. Doma Sports Talk. Worldwide. And I'm about to get y'all.